Hello, my name is Trevor Tatge, and in front of you I have Captain Meriwether Lewis and Lieutenant William Clark. They have the luxury of being presented with this year's award, Most Brave Explorers. I am able to present them with this award because I was in the room when these two gentlemen were chosen to explore the other half of this country. No one had any idea what exactly exploration would entail, but these two brave men decided to take up the challenge. I believe the receiver of this award should have the following attributes: bravery, both mentally and physically fit, and a modest, down to earth person. Lewis and Clark check the box with all of the above, which is why I'm glad to say that they are the 2020 Most Brave Explorers. So, first, I will talk about the upbringing of Meriwether Lewis. He was born August 18, 1774, in Virginia. He moved to Georgia at the age of 5 after his father's death by pneumonia. Meriwether never received education until the age of 13. He would much rather enhance his skills as a hunter and an outdoorsman. Lewis would also go on to move back to Virginia and join the Virginia militia when he was 20 years old. President Thomas Jefferson would later appoint him secretary to the president in 1801. This meant that he would be living in the presidential mansion. Now, his partner William Clark was born August 1st, 1770 in Virginia as well. Clark, like many others, without any formal education, but he instead was tutored at home. After the American Revolutionary War, William and his family relocated to Kentucky. In 1789, at the age of 19, William Clark joined the volunteer militia force. A year later, he would be appointed a captain for the Indiana militia, and in 1791, he would serve as lieutenant in some expeditions. So, how did the Lewis and Clark expedition happen? Well, Thomas Jefferson granted Meriwether Lewis permission to explore the newly purchased Louisiana Territory in 1803. Then Lewis recruited Clark to share command in the expedition. The expedition lasted for a total of 2 years. This was the first transcontinental expedition to the Pacific coast by the United States. Now, Lewis and Clark aren't just brave and tough men, but they are also down to earth and deserving. These men were known to be the ones that would put others before themselves. The return of Sacagawea was one of those reasons. They both worked together and got things in return. The impact that they left on everyone around them after returning from the expedition is impeccable, to say the least. Most of the people were afraid of the land that was never explored, but after the successful expedition of Lewis and Clark, it made people less worried and they started to move out west. This is a clear example of being a team leader and someone that should be looked up to. Without Lewis and Clark, who knows who would have been next up, but the thing is, we don't need to know because of the courageous act of these two men up front. Now, the award for the Most Brave Explorers is not an award that is handed out every day. This award, as you know, is only handed out every 10 years to ensure that we have chosen the right individual and or individuals. The receiver of this award are the ones that have persevered and rose above challenges and feats. Along with that, they have shown heroic and valiant qualities while doing so. Some of the past winners are as follows: Ferdinand Magellan in 1990, Vasco da Gama in 2000, and then our latest Marco Polo in 2010. This year's winners are Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. There is no one else that I could see handing this award out to because they traveled by foot and animals for 2 full years, witnessing some things that are unimaginable and ultimately bringing the whole land of the continental United States together. So, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark are the 2020 winners of the Most Brave Explorers Award for their expedition through the western half of the United States. Thank you guys for coming out tonight to share the celebration of these two well-known explorers, and I will see you all again in 10 years. But for now, let's bring it together to congratulate Lewis and Clark one more time. Thank you.